Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders from Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And we're going to get right into the lesson. This is, we started James 1 and 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So we're to pray for wisdom, man. Let's get that word wisdom in the Strongs. It says, wisdom broad, full of intelligence, use of the knowledge of very diverse matters. The wisdom which belongs to men, the varied knowledge of things human divine, the science of learning, the intelligence evinced in discovering the means, the mysterious number of visions, skill in management of affairs, and that's the one I want to get. So wisdom is ability to the ability to be skillful or to be proficient in managing your affairs. Also, let's go to this definition right here: the knowledge and practice of requisites for godly and upright living. So if you lack those traits that allow you don't that if you're lacking the traits that allow you to move circumspectly and correctly in your life, then you can pray for those things. And the Most High will give you the mindset and the spirit to move correctly and to live as righteously as possible we can in this human flesh. But it all starts with prayer. And prayer, I'm going to have to say, would be one of the most neglected tools that brothers don't use. And I'm not saying that as a criticism. I'm just saying that, our captivity here in Babylon allows us little or no time to do absolutely anything. Our plate is full 24/7. But during those times, we got to pray to move correctly in this truth. So let's get this once again. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally. So the Lord said that he will give us that understanding liberally. Simply, open, frankly, sincerely, objective, bountifully. And the way he does that is by the lessons and the videos of other brothers, starting with the apostles and elders down. Because if you look at it, every brother has the spirit of the Most High upon him, and the things that they say and the videos that they make, they're all pieces of learning and wisdom that men can take heed to in different areas of life. And many men have testified, many brothers have testified how they came across a certain video that was geared toward their time of need, geared toward whatever situation they was in. It would just pop up, and that's just happened to me many times as well. Where you just going through something, and a video concerning or a lesson concerning the situation that you're going through, it pops up where it comes across your feed. And we understand that these things are not by circumstance. This is all the spirit moving. In order for us to stay spiritual, we got to stay in the state of prayer, because it's easy to get out of that spiritual mindset. It's easy to get out of that spiritual walk. And at times we fail. We fail in our duties. We fail in our diligence in things, or we slack. And that's why you pray for the Most High for wisdom to give you the proper understanding, to give you the proper spirit to move correctly. But let's get James 1 and 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that waves like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and toss. For let no man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So to be double-minded is to not be spiritual. To be double-minded is basically to have a doubt. Because if you're double-minded, let's get that right there. Two-spirited, see? Double-minded, wavering, uncertain, divided in interest. Then you don't have the spirit of full conviction. So that's why it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Let's get that word wavering. It says to learn, to determine, to withdraw, to separate oneself, to be at variance with oneself, hesitate, doubt. So you can't be in doubt, man. And that's why Job was put in the test that he was in. He was put in the test that he was in to show men how to maintain their integrity in all situations. And it all starts with prayer. You know, like I said, prayer is one of the spiritual weapons that brothers lack using. Like I can speak myself first and foremost. So let's jump to James, the 5th chapter. And it says, yes, this is James 5:13. It says, is any among you afflicted? Let's get the word afflicted. To suffer and endure evil's hardships. We all suffer hardships, man. You know, we all suffer hardships. Whether it be from work or where did I go? Whether it be from work or physical illnesses that we go through. You know, as we get older, our body starts failing us. It says, any among you afflicted, let him pray. Is any merry, let him sing songs. Any sick among you, let him call for the elders of the church, and let them pray over him, anoint him with the name of the Lord. So we are commanded to pray for these things, man. We're commanded to pray in times of affliction. We're commanded to pray in times of sickness. We're commanded to pray for wisdom. And we're commanded to pray for one another. I think that's further up in the chapter. If I'm not mistaken, there's a scripture that says pray for one another. Let me see if I can find it. So yeah, it's where it is right here. I'm gonna finish verse 15. It says, "And the prayer of the faith shall save the sick. The Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sin, they shall be forgiven." So prayer brings healing, and also it brings forgiveness of sins. And like I said, we were commanded to pray for one another. This is James 5:16. Confess your faults one to another and pray for one another, that ye may be healed. So in praying for other brothers and other men, family members, whatever, that brings upon a healing upon yourself. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. The effectual fervent prayer. Now let's get those words. The effectual fervent. To operate, be at work, to be worked, to be effective, to play one to show oneself operative. So prayer must be effectual and fervent, meaning it needs to be consistent in order for it to have a response. That's why it says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So basically, the point of it, all this, is that we need to pray more. In order ourselves to keep ourselves in line with with the Spirit, we need to pray more. We need to pray more effectually and more fervently. Because even Yahushua said that prayer accomplishes great things. Let's get Matthew 21 and 22. Let's see here. I'll start at verse 21. Matthew 21 and 21. Yahushua answered, saying unto them, verily I say unto you, if you have faith and doubt not. Now we read in James the 5th chapter about wavering and being double-minded. So Yahushua also commanded us the same thing, to not to be wavering and double-minded and doubt not. Verily I say unto you, have faith and doubt not. You shall not only do that which is done to the fig tree, but also, what did he do to the fig tree? He spoke upon it. He spoke a cause on it, and that he spoke the cause on it, and there was effect that happened. So what he spoke upon that, it came true. You know, they call it in the New Age movement, they call that manifesting. And that's what he did. He manifested something. It says, verily I say unto you, if you have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. And in all things whatsoever ye shall ask, Salak, in prayer, believing ye shall receive. You see that? That prayer also exercises and strengthens your faith, and meaning that your belief, it raises it up. The more you pray, the more your faith will level up, because you're praying, man. And like I said, this is one of the spiritual weapons that is highly neglected among brothers. Even the Elder Gabar himself said in a video a long time ago that is so, that's one of the most neglected tools that we don't use, prayer. And I can believe it, because this world just puts so much on their plate that it's impossible for us to even think correctly at times. But that's why prayer is even that much more important. Here's more scriptures on the prowess of prayer spoken by Yahweh Shai. It says, asking shall be given you, seeking shall find, knocking shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asks, who do we ask? Who are we supposed to ask? The Most High. Yahweh Shai, your mediator, the form of prayer. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. He that seeketh, findeth. Him that knocketh shall be opened. So there's got to be an effort on your part. One, you got to ask, you got to seek, and you got to knock. So there's got to be an effort on your part. And those are all spiritual manifestations of prayer, asking, seeking, and knocking. Because when you're asking, you're asking for something. You're praying. You're requesting. That's prayer is. And when you're praying, you're also seeking the Lord. You're seeking His attention. You're seeking His attention in whatever matters going on in your life. And when you're knocking, you're asking for a result. So this is all prayer. Or what manner is there of you whom his son has bread, he will give him a stone, or as fish will give him a serpent? If ye being evil know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? And that's all starts with prayer, man. So don't neglect the power of prayer. Don't neglect the power of putting forth an effort into spiritual things and having them manifest in the physical world. You know, I seen it happen, man. And it's real. But with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I will and hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Brothers keep on pushing. Shalom.